So no surprise here, but I kind of have a story to go with this, and this is the story of like the best girlfriend, my favorite girlfriend that I ever had. And I think something that definitely impacted our relationship in a good way is that we would spend hours talking on the phone when we weren't together instead of texting, and it just like made this personal, connection that I've never had with any other girl to this day. I dated this girl a while ago, and she moved to Florida, which is why we broke up, and it was probably like one of the worst days of my life. Like, I seriously was in love with this girl, and she just had to go, and there was nothing that either of us could do about it. So anyway, one day I wake up and it's like 4 or 5 a.m. Like, it was super early, and it was a school day too. And I woke up just for I think I had to go to the bathroom or something, but once I got back in bed after I went to the bathroom, I was like, I can't go back to sleep. So I just got on Facebook, and I don't know why, I was in such a great mood though. It was like Friday, I was happy. I think I had some good things going on the weekend, and I was just like slap happy for some reason. So I get on Facebook, and I get on my page, and I see this girl pop up on the side, and her name is Bella. And for some reason, like, I'd never even seen this girl, but it said people that are similar to so-and-so, and all these girls were there. And so I clicked on Bella's name just because of her name. Like, I loved her name. So I click on her name, and I go to her page, and I just figured out, like, she is the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. And she's like Italian, she's got really tan skin, and like, it was just, she's a brunette. It was awesome. It was just like my dream girl right here. I was just like, oh my god, this girl is flawless. And so I'm like, should I message this girl? And I was like, what, fuck it, I'll do it, just because I'm feeling good. I don't care if she doesn't respond. I'm feeling really good this morning for some reason, and so I'm just gonna message her, and I don't care what happens. So I messaged her, and I was just like, listen, you are the most beautiful girl I have ever seen, and your name, I love your name. Your name is just like so original and unique. And she was just like, she responded really fast, and I was just thinking to myself, why are you awake this early? And so she responded within like 5 minutes, and she was just like, thank you so much. So I'm guessing all girls wake up that early just to get ready, which really sucks. I couldn't imagine that. So she was like, thank you, that means so much to me, and that was very sweet. And she left her phone number, and I texted her, and I was just like, hey, it's Jordan, why'd you give me your number? And she told me why, and she was just like, you're really nice and cute, and it seemed like somebody I want to talk to. And so I was just like, I never thought that I would get your number. Like, it's been like, it was still really early in the morning. I was just like, am I dreaming right now? But we got to know each other, and before we hung out, we would talk on the phone, and that was the difference. Like, one day she started calling me. Like, we had texted for like a day or two, and then one day I see that she's calling me, and she didn't even give me a heads up or anything. She's just calling me, and I freaked out. I was like, oh my god, like, I don't want to answer it. I don't know what I'm gonna do, because like, I wasn't used to talking on the phone. I was so nervous. And so I pick up the phone, and I was just like, hello? And she's like, starts giggling, and she's with her friends, and she's just like, hey, just wanted to talk, I got a few minutes before I go to cheer. And I was just like, oh, that's such a random phone call. But it was the first time we talked for like 5 minutes. We just got to hear each other's voices for the first time. We got to hear each other's laughs for the first time, and it was just like, I don't know, it felt really good, and I felt like I was already starting to get to know her a lot more. And so after she got off of cheer that night, we talked on the phone like for the first time, legit. Like, we had a really long conversation. We talked for like 4 or 5 hours that night, and we ended up both going to bed after midnight on a school night, and we were just so tired the next morning, but it was so worth it. Like, we both woke up, and we were just like, you know what, fuck it, it was so worth it talking to you all night on the phone. And we were really getting to know each other a lot more. And we hadn't hung out yet, but we were still talking a lot. And I hadn't met her before, but I felt like I knew so much about her. And it's because we spent hours, like every single night, talking on the phone. And so when we finally did hang out, it wasn't as weird. Like, have you ever texted a girl for a while, you guys never talked on the phone, but you guys are gonna meet for the first time, or maybe you have met her before, but you guys didn't really get to talk that much. So now you're getting to, you're planning on hanging out, but all you've done is text, and you don't even like know what this girl's voice really sounds like. You don't know what her laugh is like. You don't know that much about her. But talking on the phone, you definitely get to figure all of that out before you hang out. So by the time we hung out, we had already like had this connection. But when you text and you're hanging out for the first time, you guys don't know any of that about each other, and so you might be really nervous. You might not know what to talk about. It might be awkward because you don't know what each other's voices are like, laughs are like, and so I don't know. I just feel like talking on the phone definitely creates a more personal, emotional connection, and you guys get to know each other a lot more than what you would get to do if you were texting. And texting, I feel like it's not that fun to me anymore. It's talking on the phone. I mean, this girl would have me just rolling over laughing in my bed, and I would just be cracking up, and we had so many inside jokes and stuff, and just like a lot of good times. And yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun, one of my favorite relationships, and by the time we did hang out, we knew so much about each other, and it was like we'd known each other for our entire lives. Like, the first time we hung out was nothing. It was so easy. I wasn't nervous or anything, so that definitely helped break the nervous part about it, because when you meet girls for the first time, it's pretty nerve-wracking. But yeah, that's pretty much just how texting versus talking on the phone, like that's how I feel about it. I think texting it's not that effective, I guess, and trying to get to know someone as effective as talking on the phone is. So that's just the main point that I wanted to make. So I guess a little pro tip here is that girls love talking on the phone. Just for you guys that didn't know that, they love a guy that they can just talk on the phone with forever, and that's something that girls definitely find attractive, or I guess you could say turn on, is that they can have someone that they can talk to for a while. And that's just a little pro tip of the day, I guess, But I guess I want to get a little poll going here. When you get a girl's phone number, would you rather spend more of your time texting her or spend more of your time talking on the phone with her? That's what I was trying to say. Kind of spaced out there. Let me know what you guys think. Leave it in the comments below. I want to get a good count here. And if you're not the type of person that usually leaves comments, just leave a comment, just because I can get a good count, and I want to really see how much people would prefer texting over talking. And something that I hate about texting, real quick, just to end out the video here, is, do you ever say LOL or haha and you didn't even think anything was funny? You just said it. And I feel like if I don't say it in some of my text messages, then I kind of look like an asshole for some reason. I don't know why. Does anybody else feel like that? Like, I don't know, I'll say LOL all the time, and I don't think anything is funny, which is something that I hate about texting. Is it's kind of fake, some of your reactions and stuff, it's kind of fake. But I don't know, I just want to know what you guys think. But that's the end of the video, guys. Also, I played with Chaos Silencer in this game. It was a lot of fun. Go check him out. His link is in the description. You can check him out. He's a really cool guy. And I'm out of here till next time. God, this was a long video. Everybody have a good day, though. Peace.